All
What's
right,
going
we
on?
are live.
Yes, in a different form this time. We're all together, but not in the same room.
We are
using a nice
Google
little
Hangouts, and
Yeah.
you are listening to episode 3, season 2 of the Mike and Alex Show.
Yes, a little delay
are
on coming
live.
back, but we're all together.
So,
Hey guys,
this works.
watch your
We'll be able to
language.
do
We're
it much-
live.
Yeah, we'll be able to do things much easier because we'll be using Google Hangouts as opposed to waiting until we all get in the same room. So we'll be able to do this. Two of us are stationed in Pittsburgh, and Mike's in Somerville. So if this works, it's going to be much easier. And how a lot of people do podcasts anyway. So
Yeah, and hopefully it comes out good. The only thing we might be doing more now is interrupting each other all the time, like talking over. But we do that anyway, so I don't think it'll be really different. So,
I don't see it being an issue.
but it's been a little while, so I figured we could just catch up on what's been going on with everyone. And
end of 2017, beginning of 2018.
Yeah, it's been a few months, so just wanted to catch up and on how everything's going. So, Evan, why don't you start? What's been new with you?
Well, not work-wise, things are about the same, but New Year's resolution. I'm starting on my first ever diet. So it's I had a physical at the beginning of January, and it was just for a couple reasons. I decided to start dieting and lose weight. I started the second week of January, and now it's the second week of February, and I'm down about 13 pounds or so.
Oh wow,
nice.
So it's basically, it's not strictly Atkins or keto, but it is definitely a low carb diet. I basically threw out all my potato chips and crackers. I haven't had a beer in like 6 weeks or so.
So all the what do they call it? Like starches or something like the
trying to cut down a lot of starches.
carbohydrates.
Like cauliflower, rice, and mashed potatoes, and spaghetti squash, things like that. Just living healthier and trying to shed more. I mean, my target goal. I want to be I was around 198 or so in the beginning of the year. Right now I'm about to 185, and I kind of want to go down to somewhere into the 170s.
Yeah, well, at least you can still eat. It's not one of those diets that's forces you to eat very minimally or stuff. I think those things are kind of bad. So.
Well, yeah. I mean,
The portion control is good. It's just a matter of being balanced, and sometimes you have to cut certain things out because maybe you've already kind of experienced an excess.
Well,
there are certain things you should definitely cut down on. Like Evan was saying, those things like chips and beer and stuff, definitely.
Yeah. Because all the processing and chemicals that go into what a lot of companies do with certain snack foods, it's definitely.
I know it's really bad. If you really research it, it's like ugh.
Yeah.
I've been eating that all these years. Crazy.
Yep. And the thing is, they have to produce it differently for other countries because the U.S. is the only country that allows that stuff to be put in your food.
Yeah, but we're all fat fucks.
Well, that's exactly why.
That's why, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
we need to get more strict regulations with FDA, I think.
Yeah. I can understand some people who their goal is to lose about 100 pounds or so. I can understand taking more measures like that.
That's a complete lifestyle change for sure.
Yeah. And a lot of times on a low carb diet, you lose a lot during your first couple weeks, and then it kind of levels out to consistently like between 1 and 2 pounds a week. And that's kind of my goal, is to do 500 calorie deficits per day. So you're losing 500 from what a normal caloric diet would be, and then that would be between 1 to 2 pounds a week.
Yeah, and the key is maintaining it. That's a hard part for people, is maintaining it, that diet or whatever, the new weight goal.
Yeah. So
hey, at least you're starting.
It's a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
And then other than that, musically, it's winter's kind of a quiet time. I mean, it's typically for me, it's the spring and the fall. So I don't do maybe a little bit during the summer because they have weekly concerts, but typically it's the spring and the fall. The winter time isn't really too much of a time. It's hibernating. I got a Nintendo Switch recently, so I've been playing a lot of that.
That's a good winter activity.
Yeah, that's pretty much the main time that I like either watch TV or play video games is in the winter time. I'm outdoorsy during like the spring and the fall and all that.
Well, that's good. I feel like Alex, that you record in the winter though.
I write in the winter, record in the spring. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So is that what you've been doing? Writing?
Yeah, I've been doing a little bit of writing. Evan and I have been working on trying to get some demoing done for the album that we're starting to record in April. Hopefully, put it out this summer.
Yeah. Cross fingers this time. I've gotten the way we're doing things a little bit differently, just because of like the again, kind of similar to the podcast. It's tough to get together. I actually do the drum tracks separately, and then I send them to him, and he has a program that he can do all his overdubs on top of it.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense. I mean, you just like send stuff to each other online?
Yeah, in Dropbox.
Yeah, in Dropbox. It's really good.
I'll play a little teaser of one of the drum tracks at the towards the end of the podcast. It's not going to be much, but because it's just the drums, but give you a taste of some of the cool stuff you get.
Alex, are you approved?
No, I don't.
They're just drum tracks. It's not like they're giving away like melody or lyrics or anything.
Alex was like, I don't want anyone to know the beat of my.
I'd rather. I think probably, once we get like a nice little chunk of the demo done right before we go into the studio, I think that's when you're gonna hear a full sample of what it's gonna sound like.
Yeah, this will just be and it's one of the songs that we played in last June anyway. So
yeah,
I forget. Is this supposed to be a full length album?
It
or
is.
Another EP?
10 songs.
There you go. So what's been new with you, Alex?
Pretty much that. Working, trying to get this album together. I'm very excited for it. Got a plan, got a mindset for how it's all going to play together. So,
are you do you have studio space later in spring?
Yep, we're going to go to a place called Ghost Hit Recording Studio. The guy who did the engineering work for us at Northfire, his name's Andrew Odell, fantastic dude. He's got his own studio space, and we're looking forward to working with him again.
And that's not in Salem, Mass, I take it.
That is in Holyoke.
Western, nice.
We go Western Mass.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of your that's your area to record, isn't it?
It is. It's where a lot of the
well, you have the space.
Inspiration.
Longview Farm Studio, and it's in kind of the same general area in West Brookfield. That's where a lot of the big James Taylor would record there. Dashboard Confessional would record there.
Yeah. Or Brookfield. It was just a way because it was a horse farm, so it was a way for them to disconnect from everything.
Yeah.
See, that seems cool. Like to be able to just get away for nothing around you and like something like that, and then just be able to, like you said, disconnect and kind of get in your zone.
Yeah. Holyoke's not quite like that, but it's still kind of a cool area.
Yeah, it's not like the city, like Boston or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nice. That's cool. Anything else, Alex?
Going to a lot of shows this year.
Yeah, what do you got on tap?
Well, I missed the Verve Pipe. I was sick. Very disappointed.
We will talk about that later. That was a fantastic show.
It was.
Yeah.
That was great.
Yeah, so disappointed about that. I've got Alice in Chains on the 28th.
Yeah, and I noticed that.
Yeah.
We had some miscommunications about tickets, apparently.
Yep, I guess you did.
I guess you did. No, I guess you and Evan did, apparently.
And I did.
Yeah. So,
but whatever. So you got that.
So I've got that. I've got.
And we got U2 in June, yeah.
Yeah, U2 in June.
Yeah, I'm trying to get tickets to Depeche Mode and Pearl Jam because those are two bands on my bucket list that I've always wanted to see.
Me too. Like Pearl Jam is on mine. When is Pearl Jam coming?
Pearl Jam's coming in August. The tickets go on sale if you've pre-registered this Thursday.
Give me a ticket. We're putting this on the air. If you give me a ticket, I'm going.
Okay.
If I'm able to get that many tickets, you're going. If I'm only able to get two, I got to take my sis or Evan because Evan's the big Pearl Jam guy in our group.
Understood. I've always wanted to see Pearl Jam. I've never seen. They're on my list. So if you can get another ticket,
too.
Actually, I've seen them twice. If you can only get one of the tickets, take Mike.
No. I mean, I want to go. Don't get me wrong. Like Alex said, they're on my list, and I want to see them. Like I know they still got years to tour, but I just I want to see them as soon as I can. So
yeah, me too.
Yeah.
When did the pre-sale happen?
Pre-sale happens this Thursday, the 15th.
All right, get ready.
You have to be a verified fan. When they send you the link, you got to go and click on it, and then you're there getting the tickets.
So can you buy like 3? Is it too much?
Good. I mean, depends how the tickets are priced.
All right. Well, stay tuned, everyone.
The Elton John tickets, I think, just like I'm like, wow, I can't believe I spent that much on a set of tickets.
You got Elton John tickets?
Yeah, I got 2. I got a pair of tickets for the show in Boston.
I thought he was done touring.
That's the reason why I got the tickets. This is his last go around.
Oh, this is okay.
Yeah,
I'm not as big of an Elton John fan as you.
Yeah,
but
I'm a big Elton John fan. Amazing songs.
Yeah, no, I can imagine he puts. Where's he playing at?
The Garden.
Yeah, I'm sure he puts on a good show. So
yeah.
Did we talk about Guns N' Roses on the last podcast?
No, we had
no. Go ahead, talk about it.
Guns N'
Oh
Roses.
my goodness. That was an amazing show at the Garden.
Yeah, that was a fantastic show, and that's how like big rock and roll shows are done.
3 hours nonstop of just hard rock and awesome.
Alec, I mean,
3.5 hours.
Axl was on time and no problems.
No problems at all.
Nope, not at all. Like started like 7:30 or so.
Yeah, I think it was supposed. Yeah, it started at I think it was supposed to be at 7:30. I think they started at 7:35, 7:40.
That's actually pretty impressive. That's on time for them.
That's on time.
No, it definitely is. So yeah, it was a fantastic. Slash was on fire. They played for 3.5 hours.
They did some Chinese democracy songs. It was awesome.
Yeah,
Nice.
Which I like it when. I don't like it when if bands come back together, if they pretend that the stuff that happened in the mid-years never existed. I don't. So I love that they have that Slash played on Chinese Democracy and Better, and
all right.
Did covers and tributes to people who passed. Like they covered Black Hole Sun and Glenn Campbell's Wichita Line, and just general people who passed away in 2017.
And actually, Axl was a big Elton John fan. Did he bring the piano out for November Rain?
Yep.
Yeah. And Estranged.
And Estranged.
Yep.
Oh, nice. Yeah, so that must have been a sick show.
It was probably one of the best shows I'd seen.
It was my favorite show of the year.
It was my second favorite show of the year.
What was one?
Robbie Rosa. Different vibe, different style, but just being able to hear his songs live in a nice little room and at Berkeley was just mind blowing. And just the energy, it was amazing.
Yeah, energy. You have to have different standards for a big arena show like that and a small show like Robbie Rosa or the Verb Pipe.
Yeah,
all different styles.
Yeah. Miles Kennedy's playing that winery.
The City Winery.
Yep.
That's a cool place. Well, we can talk about it in just a little bit, but yeah, that's a cool place. Huh? Oh, 2 out of 3 of us can talk about.
Yeah.
First, he's playing that.
That's really cool.
What about you, Mike?
Yeah, so I've been doing a lot of writing. I actually started doing something called the Miracle Morning, where you get up an hour earlier to get a bunch of stuff done that you normally push off, which I'm a big Alex knows this, especially knowing me a long time. If I push stuff off, it just becomes a procrastinator. So every morning I get up and write, exercise, get everything all done, and then it's out of the way for the day. And it's been amazing. It's been such an amazing change. Yeah, it especially helps somebody like me who's just I can do it later. Nah, sometimes you just don't do it later. So
nope. He who hesitates loses.
Exactly. So it's such a good feeling. So I've been doing a lot of writing. My improv group has been back together doing practices. We had a show this past Wednesday at Improv Boston. It went really well. It was a great show. It was a pretty good sized audience, but it was fun. A lot of fun. There was a good group of us. So it's a lot of fun people. So.
You gotta give us more notice. I feel bad for haven't been able to make it out yet.
Yeah, no, it's kind of my fault. My somebody in the group will come up with a schedule, and so it's kind of always like, oh, a show next week or Friday. You guys available? Like, yes, and then we have a show. So I'll just try to post it more soon, sooner, because I know people like Rocco or Rachel and stuff. They've also, and coworkers of mine, people have like, they want to see it. So
even your sister and brother-in-law have been like, we'd love to see him do it, but
I know it's just one of those mysteries to everybody. Like, I know he does it, but we never see him. Yeah, no. So been doing that. That's been a lot of fun, and I have those concerts coming up. U2. Maybe Pearl Jam. We'll find out. And I saw the Verve Pipe. But before getting into talking about that, it was a crazy night. I just kind of wanted to recap the football season. Like, obviously it didn't end well for us, for the Patriots fans, but there's some great football this year. And the night of the concert. Yeah, Evan might remember this. Like, me and Rocco were checking the score of the Saints-Vikings game, and we're like, oh, the Saints are winning. They're driving down the field. Like, this is all right, cool. It's going to be Brady and Breeze probably. And then they said, all right, silence your phones with 30 seconds left. Like, great. Like, all right, we'll check this during the intermission. Came back and checked, and the Vikings had won because of that miracle
I saw that play.
I know, and then I got missed text messages about what a crazy ending.
I'm like, wow, what just happened?
Yeah. So very, very good year of football, I will say, other than the very ending of the year. It was I thought there was entertaining games. What'd you guys think?
The Eagles played the better game. I hate to say it, the Eagles played the better game.
The Super Bowl, yeah.
For the Super Bowl, absolutely. The offense, both defenses played poorly.
Oh, extremely.
Extremely. And the only way you were going to do it is one of the guys on offense made a mistake, which our team did.
Yeah.
There was only one punt the whole game. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
So.
It was like watching Madden football.
Exactly. I watched it with my family and Holden, my brother, some of his friends, and my dad. What did you guys do for the game?
I watch it by myself. I have a rule when the Patriots are in the Super Bowl, I watch the games by myself.
I see.
Because I had it on in the background while I was playing Legends of the new Zelda Breath of the Wild, and I kept occasionally looking at the score. I'd get like, if I was like totally absorbed into it, I'd get like a heart attack towards the end of the game. So
yeah, I felt like I was having a heart attack on Sunday.
Yeah, I had a few drinks, and the drinks were popping a lot easier as the third and fourth quarter went on. So it was bad.
It was so cool. It was like, it got to a point where I'm like, okay, this is how we're gonna do it, and then Gronk couldn't hold on to the ball.
Yeah, no, I literally didn't lose hope till time went out. Till literally time expired. I'm like, all right, well, there's nothing left.
Like, and then I'm like literally there in shock. I'm like, oh wow.
That just happened.
This is gonna sting for a little bit, but
I'm happy for the Nick Foles and some of those guys. The Eagles fans.
I'll be honest. I'm glad that the Pats Nation is gracious and showed the class that they did. We're not we're not greasing up light poles and tearing down hells.
Yeah, we're not putting Crisco on the light bulb so the idiot fans don't climb it, even though they still do.
Take it out as more of a challenge. Pats fans start eating police horse poop.
Yeah,
that happens.
The other side of the coin is that I think that if we kept winning too many Super Bowls, we'd be like the Yankees in early 2000s, where like the whole country's rooting against you because you always win.
Oh, they already are. You heard I don't know if you heard the ovation when they came out, the Patriots. It was all booze.
Yeah, but I think that now that they've lost, it kind of puts them back so they're not in that position anymore.
Yeah.
No, it's gonna be a while. I think it's gonna take them having it's going to take them not being at the Super Bowl or even the AFC Championships that consistently for a few years to get people warmed up back to them. But
that's fine. I mean, I love to see the Patriots win, but it's like when you get used to being in the Super Bowl, it's kind of, I don't know.
It does become a little.
I'd rather have your.
We're tired of winning.
I'm not tired of winning.
No, give him one more. He needs one more. But no, I'm saying
I'll agree with that.
I think Brady needs to get a 6th, and I think he'll eventually retire.
Oh, eventually he will retire.
I'd be fine with that.
Realistically, I pictured him getting his 6th, and him probably just thinking, by the way, this is my speculation, not anything else, and him thinking, all right, I've got my 6th. There's really not much more that I can accomplish. I didn't foresee him going for 7. I foresaw him going for 6.
The only thing is when he gets that 6th. If it's next year and he still feels good, he might play another year too. Because I think he really wants to push the TB12 brand, and what better way to do it than just keep playing for another few years to show.
Because the thing is, you play till you feel the decline, and you don't want to exactly what you're saying for the brand, because if you see the decline.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like I
brand.
I agree. Like, but if he still can go after next year, like, why stop? Like, because then it just, it'll only make the brand look better. Like, oh my God, this guy's still playing. There must be something going on.
Would you be open to like a pass the torch year where it's like a split quarterback, like the old and the new, like Tom Brady plays for half the year and kind of transitions to whoever is going to take his place?
No, well, the problem is there's no one right now. That's the thing.
Well, yeah, not right now, but. I don't
think Brady will do that. I think Brady has a hard time. Brady has a hard time even getting off the field.
Bledsoe to Tom Brady.
That was based on injury, not on preference.
I know. And you don't necessarily want the injury to force your hand, but I don't know.
I think eventually they're going to get a quarterback that they're comfortable with, and that Brady's comfortable with play to finish up a season with, and then call it and let the kid take over. I don't see.
Brady has such a hard trouble even letting somebody take a knee for him at the end of a game.
Yeah.
It's going to be at the end of a year when he can't do it anymore, I think.
And speaking of backup quarterbacks, Garoppolo this week.
He got paid.
Yeah.
It's a lot of dope.
I deserve it.
Paid quarterback right now.
That's a lesson to everyone that patience pays.
Yeah.
Yeah, yep. Guy deserves it. All the loyalty he had for those years.
To trade him and put him somewhere where he had an opportunity to do that.
Yeah.
I did the same thing.
I think that's what happened.
Exactly what.
I agree. So, yeah, I mean, it was a great football season other than the end. But, the thing about us in New England is always next year.
Yeah.
Yep.
So.
And speaking of next year, Colts fans.
They got bamboozled. They got swindled.
They got hosed.
They got hosed. I love it.
Yeah.
That'll never get old, the Colts.
Hey, Evan, can you do that Willy Wonka clip for the Colts fans?
It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal. You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
That's what happened to the Colts. That's what Josh McDaniels did to the Colts.
The Colts, yep.
That's awesome. I think we need more of those in there. That's good.
Yeah.
I wish I was doing like the camera production work at Gillette, like the Jumbotron. I'd have that clip on standby whenever the other team lost.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
That's a little mean, but I think it's
it's a little. The Patriots wouldn't do that, but I think I know what you're saying though.
Maybe, Evan, you learn how to hack into the Jumbotron when we're at a game. And we do that. And maybe we start a new tradition.
And someone hacked the Jumbo. I can already see Al Michaels calling that. And someone hacked the Jumbotron.
And Chris Collinsworth's like, these Patriots fans, they're crazy. Oh, wait, is that Willy Wonka?
What is he doing up there? What is he doing? I can already see that. Good times there. So Evan, you want to talk quickly about the concert we went to earlier this year?
Yeah, that was a fantastic shit. Not to rub salt in Alex's wound. So basically,
not at all.
And our friend were supposed to go to see the Verve Pipe at the City Winery in Boston, and Alex was feeling under the weather last minute, so he couldn't make it. So the Verve Pipe, it's one of the first shows that they've done in quite a long time around the Boston area. They just they're based in Michigan, and for the past few years, they've been just basically just touring around them because they're not as big as they were during the days when the freshmen was popular. It's like a 20-year anniversary of the album, so they're touring multiple city wineries, like one in New York as well. I think they just like maybe have a partnership with the City Winery where they play each of those venues and like add other dates around the leg.
And the winery is a cool place to see a show like the Verve Pipe, like of a type of show or like acoustic or something.
Yeah.
And like it's long tables. You do kind of just have to adjust your chair to see the stage, and they have wine and food. So it was a lot of good. It's a great date place, as we figured out with 3 guys sitting there. We realized this is a good date place, probably more than a couple of dudes hanging out. But it was fun.
You wouldn't feel out of place if you had like 4 guys. It would be it would be like seeing a show at the at Singapore, like Chopsticks. They're all like set up wise at the tables. I mean, it's not like there's guys in Slayer shirts moshing or like chicken and pizza things. So it's not like and at my age, I'd rather play the City Winery than like a crib sports bar to see a show.
Oh yeah, like we had a good view. They sounded great, and throughout the evening they just either give refill your drinks and have whatever you want. And then there was no opening act.
Yeah, the opening act at the last minute. So it was like they played an hour and then a little bit of an intermission and then another hour or so.
Oh, okay. Yeah, me, Evan, and Rocco, we met at what was that, Tavern in the Square?
There, I think Boston Beer Works. I'm wrong.
Boston Beer Works. Yeah.
That time.
Yeah, no, it was Boston Beer, and that's where we actually started seeing the beginning of that Saints Vikings game. Like, oh, it looks like the Vikings are going to win, and then we were shocked, like, oh, the Saints came back, and I wanted to see the last 30 seconds, and then phones off.
So it was a Sunday night, so it wasn't busy really anywhere else. But the winery sound system was fantastic at the winery. The Burpipe had a violin player that was just insane.
Yeah. They're really good in the violin player, and the female vocalist he has with him now, it creates a cool new sound.
Channing Lee. So yeah, it was like a seven-piece band. Because you had a violin player and a female backing vocalist. So it was a really, really, really good sound.
Yeah, and he kind of gave the backstory of the freshman. Kind of killed a lot of myths for some people, which was kind of cool. If anyone didn't know where some of these lyrics came from, it was simply just him sitting down in the living room, and I think he said he saw the freshman DVD, or VHS or something, was just sitting there on the table or something. And he's just like, yeah, perfect. We were merely freshmen. That's where he came up with that. And then the line, she was touching her face. He got that lyric because he was watching the Divinals, I Touched Myself at the time. It was very, I know, it's very interesting.
Yeah. See, now thanks a lot, Verve Pipe. You've just ruined the song for me.
Well, that's exactly what he said. He goes, that's exactly what he said. He goes, I'm probably going to ruin the song for you guys.
Well, it's also, he told a story about, so they also have a song called Colorful that was on the soundtrack.
Oh, the Mark Wahlberg song.
Yeah, Mark Wahlberg, yeah. So a Mark Wahlberg movie called Rockstar. It basically, in the movie, Mark Wahlberg lip syncs to the Verve Pipe song Colorful. But people who don't know that, they'll see the band live, and then afterwards they'll come up to him like, dude, why are you covering a Mark Wahlberg song?
I know. As if they would do that. I know. That night I actually tweeted at them. I was like, great show in Boston. And they wrote back, thanks, Mike. So that was pretty cool. They seem like nice, down-to-earth people. So
yeah, good guys. Signed up on their mailing list and got the latest. They came out with 2 new albums last year, a new studio album and a live album, which is kind of what we saw as the acoustic version of Villains. So no children's music.
Nope.
The band also has, I should have elaborated, the band also has 2, when they're not doing rock shows, they also do children's shows. There's 2 children albums that they
I do know about this because my sister, Liz, if you're listening, and Chris, they play a song for Clark, who's my 3-year-old nephew, called like Dinner Time or something, and it's literally it's supper time. It's literally them like playing like a farm dancing song or something about supper time.
So, they have one that's called Wake Up, which is
about waking up.
Which we'll be covering on the next Alex Lopez album, by the way.
Over
nice.
My body.
Supper time and wake up.
No, waking up.
Waking up. So speaking of, do you guys have any plans to play out this year? Either of you?
Yeah, well, right now the plan is to finish recording the album, then do a cycle to promote it.
All right. Well, that'll be something that we can definitely look forward to.
Oh yeah, a handful of shows, not just one.
Not one.
I agree.
We're looking at doing about 6 to 11 shows this year.
Get it going.
Yeah.
And obviously we'll
that is back in hibernation and working on the next album.
Just the process. Repeat, rinse, recycle, repeat.
Yeah. It's going to be a cycle. Yep.
And in addition to that, on the off time, I'll probably be playing other like theater shows or.
I saw that you do a drum circle.
Yeah, I do a monthly drum circle just to get my hand drumming muse active, and hopefully do some other drumming as well. I like to keep busy with that.
It's awesome. If this comes out good, I think we found a way we can definitely make more episodes more frequently. I'll definitely come down again and stuff. But this could be easier.
But this can at least guarantee a weekly podcast now.
I would be down for at least that or 2 weeks or something. You know what I mean? Versus a few months.
I think we'll run out of material after 1 week, but maybe every other week.
Yeah, at least two. If we could do like two. If we could do 2 a month, honestly, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean, this also
and it's partially my fault too
for guests. So.
Oh yeah, no, we want to. I think I think when we do guests, it might be cool if we're all together for that. But
yeah, I like this. Here's the link.
Yeah, that's the anti-socialness.
Well, that's good sometimes, but also I gotta find excuses to go into Boston, so that would be we'll come visit you sometime in like the spring and the summer
when the weather gets nicer.
You can meet us outside of Fenway Park while we're watching Pearl Jam.
That will not happen. This is on file.
It can't be for a concert because then I bring in my recorder. I can't use my recorder.
Yeah, that's kind of the problem we've had why we haven't been recording, because every time we try to get together, like we realize we can't bring the recorder in certain places. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think we can definitely make this happen more often. Anything else going on you guys want to talk about in the news or anything?
Well, I think that's good as far as wrapping up 2017, but
partially that was, and also early 2018. The Verpipe was first couple weeks of the new year.
Yeah, so maybe that's good at recapping the past, but there's some good music stuff coming up in the future.
Yeah.
James Yeehaw is going to have a really busy year.
Well, yeah, the Perfect Circle.
We're getting a Perfect Circle. Yeah. They just released the third. Well, I don't know if this is probably the first proper single off their album. The single's called Talk Talk. Have you guys heard it?
No.
Yeah, I have the pre-order. The name of the album is Eat the Elephant.
Yeah, Eat the Elephant. And they've released The Doomed. They released that late last year. They've released Disillusioned. And then they've released I love Disillusioned. And then Talk as well. And that's
my favorite one has been like The Doomed.
The what?
Actually, I'm still loving The Doomed. The other ones are still growing on me, but The Doomed, it's just my jam.
I love Disillusion. I knew it was going to be a grower because it's like they're not immediate songs. They're kind of these jam. They're drawn out. They're pretty long songs, and it's definitely more ambient than the first couple of Perfect Circle records. But I like the direction they're going.
So are they doing a Perfect Circle run now instead of Tool?
Yeah.
So this year they're going to be touring Perfect Circle. Oh, actually they are, right? They're playing with Alice in Chains, I think, in that big festival.
Yeah, they're doing a lot of shows this year.
Yep. So they're touring the spring. For reasons that I'm pretty sure this is just speculation until they're making an announcement on Thursday. They're making the Smashing Pumpkins.
You heard it here first.
Announcement on Thursday, and the most popular speculation, because it's playing out exactly how Guns N' Roses did it, is that most of the classic lineup is getting back together, and they'll be doing summer shows. Okay. So, yeah, so there's definitely something going on because there've been leaked photos of them in the studio and leaked photos of them at posing for a photo shoot. And when I say most of the classic lineup, I say it's Billy Corgan, Jimmy Chamberlain, the drummer, and James Iha, the guitar player. The only one who, at this point, I don't believe is involved is Darcy Retzky, the bass player. And she hasn't really been playing out musically since the Smashing Pumpkins initially broke up in 2000. So I'm not sure. Anything I say about her would just be speculation, like whether she can't play well anymore, or I don't know if it's a health issue or a money issue or really anything. But as far as I know, it looks like she's not involved.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, time will tell on that one.
Yep. Yeah. But they're also retaining Jeff Schroeder, who is their rhythm guitar player since they formed in 2007. So basically, so they're keeping him and having James Iha play as well.
Yeah, but I have a very important question though. Is he going to be going by William Corgan or Billy Corgan now that he's doing the Pumpkins? He can't switch back to Billy now. If
well, actually on iTunes he did. If you look at Billy, if you search Billy, the Oogie Lala album on iTunes, it shows up under Billy Corgan.
Yeah, he changed it from William Patrick back to Billy.
Yeah, so
now
that I think I think this whole William Patrick was of our imaginations. I think you guys are just making this up.
It back.
Wait, Evan, you were the one that told us that.
Yeah, but I'm retconning the William Patrick. It's Billy Corgan now and forever.
All right.
That was a fantastic solo album, by the way. And they not only so they worked with Rick Rubin on that solo album last year. They've been recording with Rick Rubin these last few weeks. Billy, Jeff, Jimmy, and James. So a lot of J's right there.
You think they'll do a full album? Yes.
As far Billy's mentioned 26 or so songs in various stages of completion. So I don't know if it's going to be a full length album or double album or when it's going to go out. But they've definitely been recording, and they've done photo shoots. And the rumor is that they're going to announce a tour on Thursday, a summer tour.
All right, we'll have to keep our head.
I will definitely be going to see that, whether it's at the last time they came around, they played at the Orpheum. I think for like a bigger reunion show, I think they may try like the Blue Hill Pavilion or somewhere like that where it's a little bit bigger capacity.
I'd go see them at Blue Hills.
You what?
I'd go see them at Blue Hills.
Yeah, I would too. I would see Pumpkins.
All right, we'll see what they announce on Thursday, but it's definitely big rumors of most of the classic Smashing Pumpkins doing a 25th anniversary tour of Siamese during the summer.
So that makes sense. So it definitely makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. There's definitely something in the works.
Cool.
Yeah.
I just wanted to get your guys' opinion on one thing going on right now. What's your guys' thought on the Winter Olympics?
I'm not watching.
I haven't watched it yet.
All right, so Alex, you don't watch it?
Nah, it's not a thing. It just doesn't interest me.
It's not a thing?
Not a thing. I mean, I think there's a lot of talented athletes doing it, and I respect that. The Winter Olympics has never really appealed to me.
Yeah, and I forgot about some of those like interesting.
I mean, Lindsey Vonn and Michaela appeal to me, but watching the sport doesn't. Yeah. Oh, have you ever seen Lindsey Vonn?
I know. I was saying, do they now? I know.
Yes.
I concur with Alex. I'm not a big Olympics fan, I realize I haven't watched much TV. No, I'm not big on TV, so yeah, I'm not a big fan.
Yeah, I was out last night
and switched over to like Netflix and Hulu and all those digital outlets.
Yeah, that's a whole nother. We could spend a whole nother topic on that. I think cable is going away at some point. And
the prices and giving you a lot less. People are getting tired of it.
It is for me soon.
Yeah. Honestly, the only time I turned on my TV in the last 6 months in my room, I'm looking at it right now, is for Patriots football games. That was it.
And
I had like the bait.
You're going to be able to stream those soon, anyways.
Yeah, you can stream those on Yahoo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rocco was watching the game on ESPN. He was streaming it on ESPN that night. So
actually, I don't even need to watch. I can just follow Rocco's newsfeed, and I can be up to date with the games.
Yeah, or follow. Do you know what? Even better, follow Scott Zolak.
Yeah, Scott Zolak. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, when he's not broadcasting the Patriots game, but when he's watching other games, every minute he posts something new. So it's pretty funny.
Or when he's not in complete.
Love you, Rocco.
And calling that the greatest halftime show ever. Scott Dolak called that the greatest halftime show ever.
Was he laughing after or being sarcastic?
I have no idea, but I literally responded saying, "Not even close."
Not even close.
No, I thought the sound was kind of poor. I mean, I'm not a huge Justin Timberlake fan, but I respect him as an artist. But
I respect him as an artist. I'm not a big fan. I like some of his songs. I liked a lot of stuff off of Suit and Tie was good.
Yeah.
I
forgot about some of those songs like "Sexy Back" and stuff like that.
Well, that's just it. And then I get you're spanning your career, but I'm not a big fan of like doing every song you've ever done mashed up into a show. And then I get it. He's a man of the wilderness now. but I don't really need to see
Whatever that means.
the jeans and the camo cargo pants or jogging shoes.
Yeah, it's not like he's living off the grid or anything.
No, it's like he when you see that, you're like, wow, he kind of comes off looking like a tool.
Yeah, I don't know if it's he's just trying something or what, but
yeah, it's like for me, it's like the fashion I don't get, the music I don't get. Paying tribute to Prince when Prince made it clear that he didn't want any kind of recognition like that, whether hologram or thing.
Yeah, that was.
Wait. So I don't know about that. So Prince, did he leave something in writing saying I don't want any?
He was when he was alive, he was very clear that if he died, he would never want to be made hologram or one of those kind of in memoriams when somebody is doing a show and they drape the picture down. He thought that would be tacky. And he
even at the Grammys?
Even at in general, he said no.
Who's doing that now? Is it Dio?
Dio's doing that.
Yeah, okay.
Well, Dio's not doing that. Dio's widow's doing that.
Yeah.
But
I'm not sure.
The other part of it where you realize it's distasteful is when you realize those two guys had heat that they never squashed.
Wait, who had heat?
Prince and Timberlake.
For what? Fill me in.
Back when he released Sexy Back.
Yeah. This is amazing you know this, by the way, so go ahead.
Prince reiterated that I don't know where he thinks he's getting sexy back. I've never left. I've always had sexy.
So Prince threw that jab out there.
And then I guess Justin Timberlake and I forgot what it was that was exactly said, but it was offensive enough that people were like, why is he thinking that's okay to do anything involving Prince after the diss track that he put out with Timbaland?
So it comes off not genuine, yeah.
Yeah, it just comes off as, oh, hey, look, we're in Minnesota. Purple Rain, tribute, Prince. Look at me.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, I knew he was from Minnesota, too, so.
Yeah, and Prince is Minnesota. Like, he loved part of the reason why he did the whole purple thing is because he was a Vikings fan as well.
Is it true that Prince pretty much lived in Minnesota? He didn't live in LA, right? Or is that
nope, lived in Minnesota. He had this huge he had like his Graceland in Minnesota.
See, I think that's really cool.
Paisley Park.
Yeah. He didn't leave. He never left. He was famous and had all this money, but he stayed in where he grew up. I think that's cool.
Yeah. And the thing is, his house, that place was massive. That estate was massive, and he had his house wired for sound. So any room he decided he wanted to record in was good to go. Like he'd be like playing guitar and just start recording in the room.
That's sick. That's like your dream house.
That literally is my dream house. When I found out that he had that was the ability, I'm like, there's a new goal in life.
Do that wherever I go. Be able to record constantly.
Yeah, nice. Why not?
Yeah. I mean,
that's cool.
There's tons of stories about stuff that like Prince had like vaults full of albums and music videos that he's never even released.
Wow.
Yeah, Neil Young's like that too.
Yeah. Like Kevin Smith, I think talked about doing a documentary because he wanted to get the rights to one of the songs to use in one of the Jay and Silent Bob movies. So he spent like 3 weeks doing like documentary, talking about like, with Prince and like interviewing some fans. And the documentary just got like, after it was all completed, done, edited, it just got thrown in the vault. And Kevin Smith was disappointed by that, but at least he got Morris Day and the Times to perform because Prince owned the rights to those songs as well.
Oh, you learn every day.
Yeah, and I will say, like, somebody who's like making sure to write every day, it is really cool. And I'm sure Alex and Evan, you know this, like, writing music or whatever. Like, it is great to have a vault of stuff to go back to and be like, I forgot about that. Like, I want to use that. That's good.
But like, I mean, this guy, it wasn't like he's like, oh, it was just like a music video of him playing piano. No, he did these full blown music videos, dancers, everything, and then it literally just goes in the vault.
Nice. The vault. Nice.
Hope you have the money.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah. Anything else you guys want to cover?
Well, what's new? Like new music? What have you guys been listening to?
Oh yeah.
Oh boy! All right, Alex, just unbuckled. What do you got?
I've got tons of stuff, dude. Tons. The new Perfect Circle, I think we just talked about.
Yep, new Perfect Circle. Potential new Smashing Pumpkins.
Yep. New Fight Star.
Mm-hmm.
There's I'm listening to the new Stone Temple Pilots.
Yeah, I like that. What do you think?
I like it. I think it's
Who's
good.
the new singer?
Some guy from a TV show, like one of the X Factor TV shows or something like
Is
that.
Jeff Gutt or no? What's his name? I thought it was.
Yeah, Jeff
Does
Gutt.
he sound like Wyland or?
Yeah, he sounds like Wyland.
So the new song is called Meadow, and it's pretty. I like it. It's catchy.
There's another song out.
Yeah, that one's all right too. I like Meadow better, but was it Roll With It?
Yeah, Roll With It. Yeah.
Yeah, that one's all right.
Yeah. So for me, because we haven't done this in a while, I've got a nice collection of stuff.
All right.
I'll start it off.
Yeah, I got a few ones too.
Go ahead, run through them, Alex.
All right, so it's coming out this week. There's a new album by Brandi Carlile called "By the Way I Forgive You." It's streaming on NPR Music right now, and halfway through it, it's very, very good. So there's
everything that's been popping up from Brandi Carlile, like on that album, has been like A grade.
Yep. Glenn Hansard came out with an album a couple of weeks. I don't know if I pronounced that right. Glenn Hansard. He came out with a new album called "Between Two Shores" a couple of weeks ago, kind of like vintage new folk sound, and that's been really. Believe it or not, this also came out a couple of weeks ago. Philip Phillips, he came out with an album called Collateral.
Yeah,
is he an oldies guy? Oh no, he's the American Idol guy.
Yeah, and it didn't do well on the billboards. It didn't even crack the top 100 on the billboards. But it's a album.
Got some good songs on it.
Yeah, it's a rock album. I mean, if he told me like 3 years ago that Philip Phillips would release a heavier album than Theory of a Dead Man, I'd be surprised. But
they did.
Yeah, unlike the past couple albums where he had worked with a lot of songwriters, this is a lot of him, and it's a lot of more rock oriented than the last two, which are a little more like pop oriented.
Nice.
So,
anything else from
Dashboard Confessional released a new album, Crooked Shadows, this past Friday. Not too impressed with that so far. I'm a fairly big Dashboard Confessional fan, so it's I'll give it a little time to grow on me, but so far I'm not too impressed yet.
All right, Alex, what do you got?
Okay, I've got a lot of songs. I got a few albums, but I got a lot of songs.
Mm-hmm.
There's this hard rock heavy metal band based out of Connecticut called Kings and Liars, and they've got an EP called "It's Your Fault." Pretty good.
Okay.
And then First Aid Kit's back with a new album called Ruins. They have this song called Fireworks, which is like amazing. Like it takes every breakup you've ever had and puts it all together into one beautiful song.
Interesting.
I didn't know that was possible.
Yeah, I didn't think it was either, but it did, and it was amazing. It's a beautiful song.
Hope to check that out.
You already talked about Philip Phillips.
Mm-hmm.
I got a couple of songs from the new Odessa because they've got Leon Bridges and Regina Spektor on it.
Okay.
I pre-ordered the Breaking Benjamin album.
I like that one.
I like Feed the Wolf. I'm still trying to dig Red Cold River, but I'm definitely digging Feed the Wolf. St. Vincent off of the album Mass Seduction. I've got Los Ageless. I've also got Brandi Carlile. And then I got a few songs off of the new Asking Alexandria. That Into the Fire song is way too catchy.
Such thing is way too catchy.
Yeah. And then there's this band I heard on TV I was like, I think I was watching pro wrestling or football or something. It was the background music while they were talking, and it's a group called Goodbye June, and off of the album Magic Valley, it's called Charge Up the Power.
Charge Up the Power.
I like it. Check that out.
It's got like I don't know how to explain it. It's got like the Zeppelin vibe, but it's also got like that Rage Against the Machine vibe.
All right, vintage rock. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Anything for you, Mike?
Very cool. I definitely don't have as much as you guys, but I do like the new Breaking Benjamin. Like you said, Feed the Wolf. I have been listening to a lot of country lately. So kind of.
Is there a
girl, Michael?
Girl involved in that?
Huh?
Is there a girl involved in that?
I was just gonna say, who's the girl, Michael? Who's the girl?
No. I've actually been trying to get into country. I mean, since LA, when I lived out there, it just reminded me of home and stuff. So that's kind of one thing on my to-do list is I'm a country concert virgin. So I want to see a country show.
That's a fun time.
I want to see a show, I think. Some of the artists I've been liking a lot of their songs recently. Thomas Rhett, I like him a lot. I would buy. I have his album. I like a lot of Luke Bryan. Who else? Florida Georgia Line's okay. Some of the stuff. Huh?
Zach Brown Band or?
Yeah. No, I like Zach Brown. I liked Zach Brown Band for a while. Some of the Florida Georgia Line stuff is okay. I don't like the real poppy stuff when they try to like mix too much together, like pop and rap and everything. But some of the stuff is pretty good. Who else? Yeah, just Thomas Rhett. I like Dustin Lynch. There's just a lot of random artists that I like. But I kind of been mixing a lot of country and then a lot of rock. I get into a vibe when I feel like country, if I'm just like relaxing on the train. And then times I just need to switch it up with a lot of rock. I've been going back to a lot of Linkin Park. Actually, I've been listening to a lot of old school Power Man 5000.
I go through the phases too.
I like the album Transform. When they kind of ditched the spacesuits and were more like of a punk rock. I love that.
I like the spacesuits. I like the concept and I like the gimmick.
There's a gimmick, yeah.
You like the gimmicks. I like the rock.
Well, the thing is, gimmick, but they were still able to rock.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, they were pretty good for their time. So, I don't know what they're doing now, but
they're another band that
they just put out an album last year.
Oh, really?
Another band that recorded a whole album called Anyone for Doomsday, and then shelved it because of the like a couple weeks before it was released. So it got leaked, and then they just decided not to release the album. So you can still get
interesting.
The complete album.
Sorry, what was that, Alex?
Yeah, they shelved Anyone for Doomsday, and then they went out and put out a completely different album.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a problem. I mean, things just get leaked out too easily nowadays. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'll have to check out some of those bands you were talking about.
Cool.
All right. Well, is that about a wrap for you guys?
Yeah, I think it's about a wrap. Unless anyone has anything else.
Unless you really want to, keep talking with food in your mouth, Mike.
You can edit that. I've had my lunch. Sorry. But no, I think if this comes out good, we'll be able to do it more like this. What do you guys think?
I think so too. I think this feels comfortable and easy to do. There's no reason why we can't.
Mike and Alex.
Yeah.
It was getting too tumultuous in person. We were getting it was too aggressive at times.
Aggressive.
Well, no, but this way we can at least guarantee we can maybe try to do at least one show a week. Or
we can at least get into something a little more, if you do want to go routes of politicalness, we won't be in each other's faces or anything. So
yeah.
We'll just realize, okay, we're at home, take a breath.
Well, yeah, and now if I want to take a nap after doing the podcast, I don't have to get crap about it.
We're all fairly liberal guys anyway. So
the after podcast nap, yes.
Oh God.
All right. Well, this has been a lot of fun. We should, we'll be doing these again, definitely more often. So you'll hear us more.
Thank you guys for tuning in. It won't be as long of a wait for the next one. Promise you that.
Definitely. See ya.
All right. At this point, does somebody say peace out?
Later.
Peace out.